You know, he is really, really scary at this point.
Molly,
And
no. In nature, your hair color is called aposematism, which is how animals let other animals know how dangerous and toxic they are. So you are the scary one, and you are in no position to call anyone scary. Okay. So please stop with the BS.
What? I'm sorry.
This was absolutely hilarious, and what Damon and Manny said was completely true. They always have the funky hair color to go with their stupid ideology. If you want to see more of these kinds of videos, go and subscribe to Damon and Manny's channel. I'll have that linked in the description down below.
No fucking respect. Are you stupid ass fucker? Please try to call me my face. You love Trump?
What?
You love Trump?
Yeah, why? Stay away from me. Stay away from me.
Piece of shit.
Damn! Fucking weirdo.
Rape! Get the fuck! Get away from me! I'm gonna beat you with this battery! What the fuck? Get away! Stop attacking me! Fucking weirdo! Stop attacking me! Fucking weirdo! Ow! Why are they doing that? Fucking creep! You freak! Karma guy, you good, you freak! They just started attacking me! Walk away. Karma guy, you good, pussy!
You going to jail. You're going to jail.
I find it completely hilarious that these people identifying as women always seem to be very, very violent and don't really act like women. For the community who claims that they love anyone regardless of how they feel and regardless of how they identify, this doesn't show me that love that they claim they have.
Hey guys, I just voted and I chose family. I chose family. I chose women. I chose America. I love you. I love all of this. Let's do it. Let's do this.
As a grown man, it's completely embarrassing that you decided to go online to record yourself crying because Trump is president.
Oh my god, I'm 97 and I didn't even study it. What did you get? 100? Oh, congrats. 3-point difference, same thing. No. You got a 97 because that's all you could get. I got 100 because that's all there was to get.
However, in an effort to be sustainable, reduce, reuse, recycle per se, I'm thinking that we take all men to Alcatraz Island, and they are not allowed to leave until they take a lesson on how to revert their internalized misogyny, and only until they've passed a test that we women decide, are they allowed to leave Alcatraz Island? Let me know what you think. I think it could be great.
I watched this video, hear what she's saying, and think to myself, how and who are the people they are going to use to gather all men and put them on an island? Because I can guarantee you it's not going to be women.
I will do right to my loved ones, to my community. I will just try to live with passion, supporting unity. I will not change for anyone, won't cave to bigotry. I will find warmth, hold on to hope even beneath the sea. There's an ocean, we are the children, down beneath these crashing waves of hate. There's a mad storm that hangs over our heads, destroying faster than we can create. I've been through this enough times before to know I'll just suffocate holding my breath. Will we always be so divided? I'm sure we will even after our deaths. I can do right to my loved ones, to my community. I can just try to live with passion, supporting unity. I will not change for anyone, won't cave to bigotry. I will find warmth, hold on to hope even beneath the sea. I'm not gonna stop caring, scream or drink or cry. The system's always broken, I know what it's like. Did my part, it did nothing like it often does. No need in crying for the world that never was. I'm not gonna stop caring, scream or drink or cry. The system's always broken, I know what it's like. Did my part, it did nothing like it often does. No need in crying for the world that never was. No need in crying for the world that never was. No need in crying for the world that never was. I can do right to my loved ones, to my community. I can just try to live with passion, supporting unity. I will not change for anyone, won't cave to bigotry. I will find warmth, hold on to hope even beneath the sea. Unity, 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 unity.
Before we get back into the video, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell so that you're notified when one of my videos come out. Also subscribe to my new channel, Yinka Unfiltered, which will be linked in the description down below. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at YinkaThatGuy, and let's get back into the video.
And people of color, and poor people, and gay people, and all the people that I care about aren't going to be safe in America. Neither the are you guys. Just because you won doesn't mean we don't remember who the
Yeah, when did Hazel decide that she was no longer going to be a girl?
Hazel decided that they were non-binary when they were about 4. They had been exploring gender before that, you know, trying on different pronouns, experimenting with different names, but they picked they, them pronouns and chose the name Hazel when they were 4
Ari,
years old.
with the greatest of respect, I have a 7-year-old daughter, right? When she was 4 years old, her main decision of the day was whether to watch Peppa Pig or Frozen. She had not a clue what about gender identity or non-binary or any of this stuff. And I put it to you that this wasn't Hazel's idea, was it? This was your idea. You decided that Hazel had gender issues that she needed to address, and you persuaded your daughter that she was no longer to be a girl, didn't she?
The short hair never fails. These people are delusional people, and you should keep them as far as possible away from your kids.
Hey everyone! So I got my cat Ollie here, this emotional support vest. But he hasn't been liking it, and it's really disappointing because I really thought I was going to have an ally in this journey. But instead of it helping me, I just noticed a lot of changes with Oliver. He's been a lot more moody and just kind of angry and sulking around. And I feel terrible. And I'm starting to think he might be an empath. And he might have gender dysphoria by proxy. And I feel terrible because I know the heteronormative expectations placed on him as an assigned male at birth cat. So I guess the lesson here is you can't be something you're not. You can't cosplay being an emotional support pet if you don't have the proper training. So anyways, I need to return this thing. It was like $20, and then shipping and handling was like $5.99, and it took forever to get here. But anyways, lesson learned. So let that be a warning to everyone out there. Not all pets are suitable to be emotional support animals. Bye everyone!
For all of those watching this video and don't know, this guy went on a whole journey of making himself out to be a woman, and then eventually came out to say that the whole thing was a lie and he was just trolling the woke community and the ABCD community to show them the absurdity of their positions and how you can just feel a certain way and people in the Western world will just believe your feelings because you say so. As I said, he eventually came out, and then there was a whole uproar among the ABCD community saying that he was costuming their genders, which is very ironic, but I don't know how they can say anything to this, because if it's all just a feeling, he can go back to feeling as if he's a woman, and there's nothing you can really say about it because you can't tell him how he feels.
So it's been 2 weeks since the election. How you guys feeling? How's the 4B movement doing? You know, now that you guys have had time to like work through your emotions and work through your feelings, how's your head feeling? Are we feeling a little breezy? Are we still riding hard? Are we still doing the head shavy thing? What about the people who decided to get tattoos as opposed to just wearing a blue bracelet? You guys loving that? The little blue heart? That way you guys have connection to one another. That way when you're out in public and you're with your man, even though I thought you were supposed to leave your man, I guess that didn't happen. When you're out in public with your man, you know that there's solidarity. We're here, we're together, I see you. How are we all feeling? I feel great. I mean, I voted for the man, so I'm excited. But I'm doing a little check-in for the 4B girlies, you know? Did you up your dosages yet? Your dosages, has the happiness actually kicked in? Are you realizing that the emotional decision to shave your head was maybe a bad one? Kind of like when women have emotional decisions to cut their hair after a breakup, and then you're like, ooh, this was a bad idea. Are you guys having that regret? I'm just curious question, genuine question. Just a little curious.
The sad thing is these people are supposedly same people and will go out to vote to decide the future of the countries that they live in.
Would you self-identify as a socialist? Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
What would be a country you think works well that's a socialist country?
There are no socialist countries right now.
Has there ever been a socialist country?
Truly socialist? No.
Your worldview is on something that's never existed and currently doesn't exist?
Is it a bad thing to be like pro-change?
Okay, so just so we're clear, yeah, the type of change you're advocating is horrifying. You believe in something that doesn't exist, has never existed, and even though the people that call themselves the things that you believe, you say they weren't really that, which is the most important point. Socialism is always judged against an impossible utopia, and they judge markets against a reality, and here's the truth of the matter. That markets, which you enjoy comfortably in Western society, is the most proven affluent creating machine in human history. And I would just challenge you to do one thing. Please stop believing in a utopian nightmare and start looking at things around you that are good, that are true, that are beautiful, that work, and are consistent with the natural law. You'll be a much happier person if you do that.
How important are women's rights?
More important than yours and mine.
What rights do men have that women don't?
I think I'm done here today, guys.
What rights do men have that women don't?
Yes, I'm going to go out to protest about a specific thing, but then when I get asked on that specific thing, I can't defend my position. And what do they always do? It's either they walk away or they insult you. The community of love and inclusivity.
It's because you can then misuse words like oppression. There has been no oppression for the white man in this country. You tell me which white men were dragged out of their homes. You tell me which one of them got dragged all the way across an ocean and told that you are going to go and work. We are going to steal your wives. We are going to rape your wives. That didn't happen. That is oppression. We didn't ask to be here. We're not the same migrants that y'all constantly come up against. We didn't run away from home. We were stolen. So yeah, we are going to sit here and be offended when you want to sit here and act like, and don't let it escape you that it is white men on this side of the aisle telling us, people of color on this side of the aisle, that y'all are the ones being oppressed, that y'all are the ones that are being harmed.
I had a neighbor confront me for using the women's restroom. I lived here for 4.5 years. Everyone should know that I'm a trans woman. I've always been known as Kaylee. I've always used she, her pronouns. I've been having some stomach issues because of Trulicity, and I had to use the bathroom real quick, and they're single-use bathrooms, and it's the only place that I feel safe using the women's bathroom. Well, I got done and got out, and this neighbor was talking to another neighbor and started pointing out the sign. I knew exactly what she was talking about because there's a big old woman sign. And I'm like, is there a problem? She's like, yeah, you're using the woman's restroom. You're a man. And I said, I'm a trans woman. She's like, no, you're a man. And she kept saying that over and over. And then she kept saying, you're not a she, you're a he. You shouldn't be using it. You were born a man. And just over and over. And honestly, I just lost it. And just started screaming and swearing. I just couldn't handle it. This is my home. This is my safe place. I should be able to use the restroom. The apartment manager knows I'm trans. Everyone knows my name is Kaylee. And then my group of friends, I thought my friends were all starting to yell at me saying I escalated and because she had 2 kids. I didn't even see the kids. They were there and I just lost it. Fight, flight, or freeze, and I fought. You don't know what it's like to be a trans person. And then my one friend started yelling at me And none of them stood up for them. They blamed me that I was the one that was at fault. When none of them stood up to me when this person kept calling me he, she, he, man, like triggering and awful. Like, I deal with enough on here. Like, my apartment should be a safe place. There's nothing safe for a trans person. There is nothing safe for a trans person. This is the life. And it fucking sucks. And even when you have your friends don't have your back. And then my one friend, Annette, just starts screaming at me. And I'm like, if I start screaming back at her, I'm done. These are fair weather friends. These are not the friends that I need, want, and deserve. And if I can't find it here, I will find it elsewhere. So, I don't know. I'm so fucking triggered and feeling so awful. Like, I just want to die. It fucking sucks. Here's what the men's and women's groups, so they're single-use bathrooms. So you can see there's the men's. Here's the women's.
People who have their panties in a fucking twist about trans people are weirdos. Like, you are so weird. You have nothing better to do with your life. I will never understand women who will go out in public, get on this app, and openly talk shit and declare themselves an unsafe space for trans people and trans women specifically. I can't fathom what value women specifically get out of this, knowing that we are already vulnerable in society and trans people are extra vulnerable in this society. So to get on and say, I don't want to use terms like chest feeding or cis woman or gender neutral bathrooms, why the fuck do you care? And their argument is usually, oh, well, it takes away the specialness of being a woman. You do know that cis women can't get pregnant and some cis women can't get periods, right? So now are all they of a sudden excluded out of the group of women as well? Also pisses me off that most of these people, women specifically, have a cross around their neck. If you're being guided by a man, darling, you're misled. Just stop talking.
And this is part of the reason I don't have sympathy with regards to trans women or whatever you want to call them entering into women's spaces and entering into their sports, because collectively they're going to have to face the consequences of their decisions and allowing things and thinking that men and women are equal, because this whole charade and all of this nonsense just shows you that men and women are not the same.
Not a day goes by that I'm not grateful to be serving at this period of time. Being able to undergo a full gender transition beyond hormones, laser hair removal, Botox, lip injections, hair lowering, like literally cannot be more thankful.
People's entire motivation for entering the military is all cosmetic and twink changes. It used to be you want to serve your country, maybe get some college and get paid, but also do the right thing and get out of where you're at. And now it's all about self-service. They moved his hair down. The military is you, because you pay for it. The military, you moved his hair down. I assume he's getting a BBL soon or something like that. That's going to be the next state-approved surgery, right? Thanks, Uncle Sam.
You ever seen Magic? Well, pick a number between 1 and 100. No. I'm not asking you.
37.
37? Just open that up, please.
You have to have a rude man come up to us.
How do you know I'm a man? Did you get that? Did you get her misgendering me? Boom, it's over. Oh, 37! There you go, thank you. Thanks, guys. We're just mad because we got it right, and it actually was 37. Okay, have a good day. Thank you.
This was absolutely hilarious and masterful from the guy interviewing these people, because there's always that one person who just wants to be miserable. He wasn't talking to you, he was talking to the other people, and they seemed to participate perfectly fine in it. And of course she ended up looking salty because he didn't pay her any attention.
What were some of the things you were told about men while growing up?
Don't trust them.
Do you prefer a man who is a gentleman or a bad boy?
Bad boy.
Does anybody else feel like the red heart emoji has been totally ruined for them after this week? I did not realize until Wednesday that I have a habit of ending every text, DM, email, etc. with a red heart emoji, and now I feel like a red heart emoji implies MAGA, and so I no longer know how to punctuate my sentences. I guess I'll have to go back to using like an exclamation mark. What emoji are we using now in lieu of the red heart? Because the red heart for me is dead, at least for a while.
We're doomed.
Gender equality until it's time to shovel the snow. Shut up!
What's the difference between a baby and a feminist?
What?
At some point, a baby will grow up and stop crying.
She's got a point.
You're incapable of being happy?
Why do you say that?
Because women with curly hair buy a straighter. Women with straight hair buy a curler. Women with dark hair dye it blonde. Women with blonde hair dye it dark. Women with big boobs, they get a breast reduction. Women with small boobs, they get implants. I mean, you can't make that species happy. If they're light skinned, they want to get darker. There is no making them happy. They got eyebrows. They shave them off and draw new ones on. There is no making that species happy. When the Almighty created woman, He created a weird animal.
Anything else?
No, that's it. I mean, I'm sure there's more.
Happy Tidor. I took today off because I had worked another day for Tidor, and it seemed like the job was not really recognizing. It was like I worked another day for a whole Tidor event, and it was like my job was just kind of like, okay. So I took today off because no, you're not going to be a LGBTQAI plus location and then not give flowers to the trans people that work there. So anyways, that's a whole nother topic, but like I suspected, but anyways, I hope everyone's Tidor is going well.
This will be the same person that'll complain about not getting equal pay to men, but yet you do things like this and expect your employer to pay you the same when you don't put in the same amount of work. And